Mira lived in a town nestled between rolling hills. It was a peaceful life, predictable, but Mira yearned for more. She dreamed of towering peaks, of icy winds, of pushing her limits. The highest peak in the world called to her. It whispered of challenge, of adventure, of finding something more within herself. She would climb it. She would conquer it. She would find herself on its slopes. Mira knew the journey wouldn't be easy. It would demand everything: her strength, her courage, her spirit. But something in the mountain's silent call resonated deep within her soul. It was a challenge she couldn't ignore, a destiny she had to chase. Mira began her training with the sunrise. Each day she pushed harder, ran farther, lifted heavier. The hills around her town became her practice ground. She learned to read the terrain, to respect the wind, to listen to her body's limits. But the mountains, she knew, would be different. The first climb was humbling. The air thinned, her lungs burned, muscles screamed in protest. The mountain tested her resolve, doubts crept in. Was she strong enough? Could she really do this? But as she looked up at the summit, still so far away, a fire ignited within her. She would not be deterred. One day, high on a ridge, Mira met an old man. He sat alone, gazing at the peaks. His eyes held the wisdom of years spent amidst their grandeur. They spoke of the mountain, of its beauty, of its dangers. The old man smiled. "The mountain," he said, his voice raspy but kind, "teaches you more than just climbing. It teaches you about yourself. When the climb gets tough," he continued, "when you feel like giving up, look inside yourself. Find the strength you didn't know you had. The mountain will test you, but it will also reward you. With every step, you'll discover a strength you never knew you possessed." His words struck a chord within Mira. She realized this climb was about more than just reaching the top. It was about the journey within. Mira returned to her training with renewed vigor. The old man's words echoed in her ears. She pushed herself harder, embracing the burn in her muscles, the shortness of breath. Each challenge became an opportunity to discover her inner strength. She visualized herself on the summit, the wind whipping at her face, the world spread out beneath her. The vision fueled her determination. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months. Mira's body grew lean and strong, but it was her spirit that soared. She had learned to embrace the pain, to find joy in the struggle. She knew now that the mountain wouldn't be conquered by brute force alone. It would be conquered by the strength of her will, the resilience of her spirit, the unwavering belief in herself.